Okay, beautiful yogis. Let's get straight into it today. We've got a very, very interesting class for you all, working a lot of stability in all of the muscles, all of the joints, all of those good things. So first, as always, take a seat, close down the eyes, and start to zone in on the breath. Today's class is going to be pretty strong. And the reason I offer that to you now is because can you pinpoint your reaction to that word strong? It's a real interesting one. Strength is demonstrated in so many ways. So with your eyes closed, I'd love for you to become clear on how you would like to demonstrate strength. As you begin to zone in on the breath, can you become clear on that one thing? Whether you'd like to demonstrate it within the body, or maybe you know you need it more so in the mind. We'll take just 2 more breaths here. And 1 more big breath in. And take a really long breath out. In your seat, we'll create a few cat-cows, moving the spine, flexion, extension. So as you breathe in, shine the heart forward, lift the gaze, squeeze the shoulder blades. And as you exhale, belly button to spine, round actively as much as you can. Breathe in, gaze up. Breathe out, actively draw shoulder heads towards one another, create space in between the shoulder blades. 2 more like that. Breathe in, open. And breathe out, close. 1 more. Knowing that there is still strength in this fluidity if you look for it. A breath in will bring you back to center, and then place your hands on the earth. We're going to be utilizing the wrists quite a lot today, so we want to make sure that we warm them up and prepare them to bear weight. So we'll start with a few wrist push-ups, slow and steady, leaving all 4 fingers and knuckle mounds grounded. Lift the heel of your hand, thumb included, and then as slowly as you can, aim to get both of the heels of your palm down to the earth. As you breathe in, lift up, slow and steady. As you breathe out, lower down. 3 more like that, still using the breath. Now for me, I have little wrists, little forearms, so I can feel this quite a lot. If you're the same, feel free to take your weight back over your knees a little bit, and that will alleviate some of the pressure, some of the weight that you're lifting with the wrists. Might be your last one, maybe. And then from there, straight away as always, turn your fingertips back towards your heels, grip your fingers into the mat, and then slowly start to drop the weight backwards and find length through the forearms. It's really important we still keep the fingers engaged. They should be white. As best as you can, keep drawing your shoulder blades down your back towards your hips. Just 2 more breaths here. And 1 more big breath in, guys. Stay strong. And even longer breath out. And slowly lift the hands, shake out the wrists. Any sensation that lingers, allow it to leave. And then once you're ready, let's head into our straight into our first downward facing dog. Making sure that the hands are shoulder width apart, the hips are high, the belly is activated towards your thighs. Now you'll notice if you're dropping into your shoulders a little bit, today we want to work on pushing out of the shoulders and getting that little bit of extra extension as we push the floor away. Just 1 more round of breath here, energetically turning the sitting bones up. Exhale fully. Right leg to the sky as you breathe in. Open up the hip as you breathe out. Right knee towards the sky, right foot towards left sitting bones, shoulders are square. I'm just taking one more round of breath. Breathe in. Work on actively taking your knee to your nose as you breathe out, hugging in as much as you can. Really emphasize this tiger curl. Breathe in to lengthen the leg. Inhale. And take the foot to the floor. We'll go to the other side. Left leg, let it rise. Inhale, keep your hips square. Then take a bend in the knee and open the hips. Keep pushing the floor away. Find that extension through shoulders. Gaze anywhere that is comfortable. But we're going to use this active hip compression, so I want you guys to really overemphasize it. One more breath in. Hug your knee all the way to your belly first, and then slowly draw the weight forward. Send it back up to the sky as you breathe in. And drop your foot to the floor as you breathe out. Bring your knees down to the earth. Roll out the wrists. Now guys, that active hip compression, meaning hugging this knee in towards the belly, we're going to utilize that to step forward and back off the mat. So I want you guys to really focus on that, be strong in that area. Once you finish rolling out the wrists, we'll head straight into our flow. Hands down, hips up, land in your downward facing dog. Slow and steady, right leg rises, three-legged dog, breathe in. And take the knee all the way to the nose as you breathe out. Side plank, left hand down, right hand will lift. Now here I'd love for you to keep this top leg lifted, bottom leg lifted too. If you want to just bring your legs straight, go for it. Whatever's going to work best, but just work on locking this left shoulder down your back. Lock it into the socket. Take one more breath in. Step your left foot behind as you breathe out. And then slow and steady, open up as you breathe in. Wild thing. Keep pushing the floor away. Reach your right hand back. We'll take one more big breath in. As you breathe out, right knee to chest. All the way towards the chest, slow and steady. Step into your fingertip lunge. Now that's going to be a big movement from wild thing all the way to this fingertip lunge. And that's why I'm asking that you guys really work on that active hip compression. It's going to help you a lot. But for now, just liven up that left leg. Take the collarbones forward. Take one more big breath in. Stay high on the ball of your back foot. Long stance pyramid as you breathe out. Shift your right hip crease back in space. Your left hip point forward. Energetically taking the collarbones towards the toes. Keep that breath really fluid. That reminder to stay strong. Let's breathe out. Left hand down, right arm rises, breathe in. Now the legs should stay exactly as they are. Make sure you're on the ball of your back foot. We have another big movement from this space. So breathe in one more time, reach up that right hand, and then as you breathe out, bend through that right knee, windmill the arms open, warrior two. Guys, lunge really deep into this. Fantastic for opening up the lower body, strengthening the lower body, and hips up is going to feel really buoyant. Make sure that you're tucking the tailbone under. Your arms are really strong. We'll breathe out one more time. Prana pull to inhale, reach up. Hands to the earth. Downward facing dog, active hip compression. No scraping of the foot. And land. First one always full of a big explanation. Let's go to the left side. Let that left heel rise. Breathe in. Keep pushing the floor away. Take the knee all the way to the nose. Side plank. Right hand down. Left hand up. Keep lifting up through the hips. Make sure they're not dropping towards the earth. Right shoulder blade down your back, guys. Breathe in one last time. Step your left toes back as you exhale. Open up to breathe in. Keep reaching that left hand back in space. Pushing the floor away. Opening this anterior side. One more big breath in. And then as you breathe out, knee to chest, knee to chest, knee to chest, step. Fingertip lunge. Good. I'm going to say good because my lord, that's tough. Start to squeeze your right glute. Broaden your chest more. We want to keep that even through the next transition. One more big breath in. Long stance pyramid as you breathe out. Now, as you can see, guys, if you look forward, if I take my right hip back, I'm shortening through my left hamstring. Take your right hip point forward. Energetically take your left hip crease back. That's going to allow you to find the most length through the hamstrings, and it's going to be a lot healthier for your spine as we're flexed over the leg. Take one more breath out. Right hand down, left hand lifts. Breathe in. Keep wrapping your right shoulder blade down your back, reaching up as high as you can. Sensation will be where it is. Those shakes, again, that means strength in a wild, wild way. And just keep in your mind's eye where you want to be strong in this practice. Big movement, prepare with an inhale. Virabhadrasana 2 as you breathe out. Again, deep into this, guys. There should be as much energy, as much weight going through the back leg as there is through the front leg. So if you need to take the weight back, ground down the outer edge, keep that energy, and then start to drop weight into the front foot, go for it. But our legs should be working evenly within this posture. Let's take that last breath out. Prana pull as you breathe in. Another big movement, hands to the earth, active hip compression, step back, down dog as you exhale. All right, one breath, one movement. You guys know how it goes. Let that right leg lift, breathe in. Work on hugging the knee into an empty belly, tiger curl. Left hand down, right to rise, inhale. Step back as you breathe out. Open up as you breathe in. Here's that big movement. Glue your knee to your chest. Push the floor away, step. Inhale to your fingertip lunge. High on the ball of your back foot. Breathe out, long stance pyramid. Twist, left hand down, right to rise, breathe in. Windmill the arms, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe out. Prana pull, lift up to inhale. Downward facing dog, no scraping the foot, breathe out. Straight away, that left leg, let it lift, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Right hand down this time, left to lift, inhale, hips high. Step, breathe out, open, breathe in. Fingertip lunge, this big movement, use the belly. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale, long stance. Right down, left lifts, breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2, set your foundation, breathe out. Buoyancy as you breathe in, prana pull. Hands to the earth. Glue the knee, down dog as you breathe out. Really nice. Left leg, let it lift. Take the knee all the way to the nose. Right leg. I'm sure you guys called me out there. And then right hand up, left arm down. Step back to exhale. Open up to breathe in. Shine your heart towards the back of the room. Make sure you use shoulder stability, core stability. Step, inhale to open the chest. Exhale to close over and fold. Right hand rises, breathe in, open the chest. Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, land deep. Prana pull to rise. Hands to the earth. Down dog, exhale. Good, now the left side, let it lift, breathe in. Need to know, see if you can hug it in tighter. Right down, left lifts. Vashisthasana, breathe in. Step to breathe out. Open, feel the belly. Step with grace as you exhale, hug the knee. As you breathe in, step and open the chest. Fold, straighten that front leg, breathe out. Left hand rises, breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2. Land deeper, exhale. Prana pull, that buoyancy, reach up. Hands to the earth. Step back. Downward facing dog. One more time, right leg, let it lift, guys, you've got it. Knee all the way to the nose, use that breath out. Left hand down, right rises, keep those hips lifted. Step on purpose, breathe out. Open up to inhale. Here we go, that big movement, see if you can make it really graceful to step and breathe in. Fold, right hip crease pulls back, breathe out. Left hand down, lift the right arm up. Slow and steady, Virabhadrasana 2. Hands rise, feel length, breathe in. Hands to the earth. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Left leg, let it rise, inhale. Knee, hug it into the empty belly. Right down, left lifts, breathe in. Step and set as you breathe out. Open the anterior side, inhale. Slow and steady, core, shoulder working, step. Open chest, broaden collarbones, breathe in. Long stance, fold, breathe out. Lift that left hand as you inhale. Big movement, warrior 2. Breathe out. Prana pull, enjoy it, release as you breathe in. Downward facing dog, step back, breathe out. Guys, bring your knees down to the earth. Land in a hero's pose. Catch the breath. Have that strength. Now today's flow was funny in the way that I required strength from your body to complete it. But where did you choose to be strong? Was it mentally? Was it physically? Where did you want to show up? And use this time and stillness just to check in. Did you do that? Did you commit? And regardless of whether you felt like you did or you didn't, this is an opportunity to beat yourself up or even give yourself praise. It's just an opportunity to create awareness. That's all. We'll take just one more breath here. Only one more. Slow and steady. Let's set up for crow pose. Bring your hands out in front. Shoulder width distance apart or just a touch wider. You guys know how to get into this pose if you're doing this class, I'm sure. Start to lift the hips up high. Knees, armpits. See if you can lift both legs up off the earth at once. And if you want to attempt a jump back, go for it. Yogi's choice. But here I really want you guys to work on in your crow, lifting both of your feet off at the same time. For many of us, we start with one foot and then the other. But when we lift both off at the same time, we require more core. And not only that, but more hug of the knees up towards the belly. This active hip compression we've been creating all class. So start to utilize that as you're lifting up into your crow pose. You can try as many times as you want. As always, pause the video if you want to keep playing. But for those of you who are going live, guys, try one more time. Like I said, actively use the core to hug the knees in really tight. I'm going to pretend like I could see you all because my God, I wish I could. Well done. Slowly, when you're finished, come back to your hero's pose and just roll out the wrists. They've done a lot of work today. A lot of work. So we're going to give them a quick little release. For anyone who does a lot with their hands, which is the majority of us, this is a fantastic stretch for you to take away from this class. Come onto all fours, place your right forearm down on the earth, and then really gently place your knee onto the thickest part of your forearm and just start to draw circles. Now, I'm sure many of you have done this before, but please don't resist what your fingers want to do. Just let them do it as best as you can. You can pause on those places of loud sensation. Just keep rolling over for one more breath. And then let's swap over sides. We've done a really good job of opening up through the lower half of the body in flow. Opening up in our fingertip lunge, in our long stance pyramid. So it's really important this part of the body that's done a lot of work gets some love now. Just one more breath on this side. Slowly come off, sitting bones to the earth, and legs out wide. Sit up nice and high on the sitting bones. We're not going to fold forward, but we are coming into our side body stretch, which still requires a straight spine. Breathe in to lift up. Breathe out, right hand to the inner right leg. Spin the chest open first, and then elongate that hand, your left hand, towards your right foot. Keep actively spinning the chest open. We don't want to close over. That's not getting that arch into the side body that we're after. So keep reaching that hand away as much as you can. And just 3 more breaths. One more big breath in. And out. Slowly rise up. And we'll swap over sides. Place that arm down first. Guys, spin your chest open. So important. And then start to reach the right hand past the foot, not down to. Our side bodies is an area we really neglect. So as best as you can, make the most out of this opportunity. One more in. And out, yogis, lift back up as you breathe in. And both legs on the earth as you exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Allow them to drop over to the right. Glue your left shoulder blade to the earth. Now we're not here for long, so as best as you can, fall into this passive twist. One last long breath in. Sink a little deeper as you breathe out. Straight away, come to the other side. It's in these moments where the body becomes passive, we really get to choose where we'd like to be strong in this moment. And for me, I know that strength is very much placed in keeping a centered point of focus. So as you take your last exhale on that side, maybe that becomes yours too. And then once you are ready, land in our last and final pose, Shavasana. Lay your legs long. Today, place your hands on your belly. Keep it really simple. Just follow your breath now. Stay strong and committing to that stillness. If you want to stay in Shavasana, you may stay for as long as you'd like. Once you are ready, build up that strength, roll to your favorite side. Push yourself up to a seat. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. And bow your head to your hands. As always, we acknowledge the practice, we acknowledge each other, and we acknowledge ourselves. Namaste. Yogis, that was a tough class. Please drink a whole heap of water, replenish your body, rest as you need, and let us know how you go. We'll see you soon.